face the east, Baba Bashar, the east is this way. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baraklanawa, Wayasharala, Wahabiyab Saparium, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Aka, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Aka, Kalaya. Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Because he's worthy to be praised.
Because he's worthy to be praised.
Kalaya. Abba Yanawa. Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ratazar, Kawa, Haya, Shemayim, Natananawa, Lakam, Ko, Yawum, Wasalaknawa, Kawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawafyanawa, Wala'a, Kawiyanawa, Wanasayawan, Abo, Awashainawa, Man, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwaf, Waha'ala, Wahataparaf, Laiwalumium, Aman. Kalaya. Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Because he's worthy to be praised.
Because he's worthy to be praised.
Kalaya. Ashar Kadash Yarak. Happy new moon. Happy second month. To those that are here, those that couldn't make it, those that are watching on the internet. Hopefully you are safe in your surroundings, in your home, wherever you are. Hopefully you got shalom going on in your life right now, because that's what this is about, Israel. We're supposed to rejoice, make feast of the Lord's Day, and have a good time, man, in righteousness. You know, and it goes along with my lesson today. My lesson today is called "The Prize is the Kingdom, but the mind is the battlefield."
That's right.
So the prize is the kingdom, and the mind is the battlefield. So how, just by that right there, how you think we're gonna get this kingdom?
Right.
By mastering our mind, our thoughts. First verse. Let's go to Luke 17, so like it's 17 and 20. Start off with the Mashiach.
This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of Yahweh should come.
Right, so they're asking him, when shall the kingdom come? Okay, the Pharisees always scoffing. Go ahead.
He answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation.
Right, it don't come with observation. It's not going to come like the Christians think it's going to come from the clouds. This big golden city is just going to float in the air like a bubble in Mario Brothers, and it's just going to be there. No, okay? It don't come with observation. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you.
Right, so we are the kingdom, just like Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a place, but who's Jerusalem before the place? The people. We are. So we are the kingdom. The temple is within us. And that's what Yahushua was trying to show them. They don't understand that. They're looking for the physical place, but you got to first cleanse the temple, because our temple's been defiled.
That's right.
Since we lost the kingdom, the physical kingdom, we lost our spiritual kingdom, because we're no longer in in our righteousness. We're no longer in our spirit, the spirit of Yahweh. We're in the spirit of the world.
Right.
You understand? So now let's go to Sirach. Sirach 23:19. So the kingdom of heaven is within you. Okay? And that's from the Mashiach. So Ecclesiasticus Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19.
Come, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
Right. People fear only what men have to say. Right. You know, you always worry. And then that happens a lot in Israel. You have a lot of people, they worry about what other camps or other individuals is going to say. Okay, but go ahead.
And knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Right, 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So the Most High sees everything. There's nothing that can be hid. And it's going to show you that it gets deeper than the physical eye. Right. Okay, go ahead.
Beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
Right, so he beholds all the ways of men and considers the secret parts. So what's the secret parts? Our thoughts. Right. You understand? Our thoughts. Okay, so that's the battlefield. Okay, now, what was that, to 20?
Yeah, 20 next.
Yeah, read 20.
Come on, verse 20. He knew all things ere ever they were created.
Uh-huh.
So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
Right, so he created the perfect mind in righteousness. And he know that we can't achieve it. Solomon he was there, right there, but he messed it all up. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. But he had it. Yahweh had it. Right. You see what I'm saying? And there were certain prophets that had it, but they didn't come to the fullness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh gets that glory. Right. They're gonna get it. The 144,000 is gonna get it. Right. The elect is gonna get it. But this is just showing you that this is all a mindset thing. So let's go to Mark now. Mark 12 and 29. We're gonna speed through it. And if y'all got any questions, just if y'all don't understand something that I said,
Mark 12, 29.
Y'all can just ask me. Come, Mark 12, 29. And don't mind Simba in the back barking.
Getting his word too. Come on, this is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 29. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel.
Uh-huh.
The Lord our God is one Lord.
That's what we just said, the Shema. Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Akkad. That's exactly what we said. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Uh-huh. So now the heart, of course you can't love with your heart because the heart pumps blood. Right. The heart is your mind. Go ahead.
And with all thy soul.
Uh-huh.
And with all thy mind.
Okay, now it makes a it's like a distinguish, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing. Because even your soul, how can you love the Most High with all your soul? Right. And all your mind and all your heart is all one and the same. Right. Okay, go ahead.
And with all thy strength.
Uh-huh.
This is the first commandment.
Right, it can't be the physical strength, because what you going to say? Oh, let me hold the spirit.
Right.
I'm going to hold you tight, Yahweh. No, it's a spiritual thing. You understand? So it says, and this is the first commandment, okay? So this is the commandment that gives us the keys to everything else. But the second one is what brings it all home. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And the second is like, namely, this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
Right, and see, Christians will take this and say, well, you see, there's only 2 commandments. Right? There's only 2 commandments, but when you break this down, the 10 commandments, right? The 10 commandments, the first 3 commandments is, thou shalt have no other gods before me, thou shalt have no graven images, thou shalt not take the Lord thy name of God, the Lord thy God in vain. So those 3 right there is loving the Most High. Right. Now, when you go into the rest of them, right? Well, you have the Sabbath as the fourth commandment. But then the rest of them, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not kill, murder, thou shalt not. what is that to? That's to your brother.
Right.
That's to your
Right.
sister.
Right.
So they all fall
Cohesive.
in.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The first, when you could break that down with the 10 Commandments, the first 4 is all to the Most High.
Right.
And then the rest, because you can't kill the Most High.
Right.
You can't steal from the Most
Right.
High. You see what I'm saying?
It's just dealing with your brother.
Right.
Right.
That's what Yahushua is breaking down. So when you get a Christian to bring that up, that's how you break that down.
Right.
Okay? So now, but once again, that's all your mind, all your soul, all your heart. So now let's go to Romans 8 and 18. Romans 8 and 18.
Come on. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Right. Okay. So it says that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So all the stuff we going through, there's times you feel like giving up. There's times you're gonna say to yourself, you're gonna start doubting yourself.
Right.
What am I doing? This is all we doing is going to camp,
Right.
we're going to chill with the brotherhood, go to chill with the sisters. We do this every week. People get tired of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's exhausting because you're looking for the chariots to bust out the sky.
Right.
You're looking for a nuclear missile to go off. You're looking for all the prophecies to unfold, but it's not with observation.
Right.
Because the more commandments you keep in your mind, the more we in tune with the Most High, the more the prophecies start to fulfill.
You start to
You
see
see what I'm
it, start to
saying?
notice it.
That's how the kingdom comes. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh.
You see that? So the earnest expectation of the creature. So even the creatures, this is the physical creatures also.
Right.
They're waiting for us to get right. They looking at us like, yo, you got the white man poisoning our water, poisoning our air. Y'all gotta get right, son.
They under
You know what I'm saying?
They under just as much heat as we are.
Especially birds, they be tripping away.
It's more than birds, it's everything.
Yeah, everything.
You know how many animals right now are damn near extinct because of this man?
The pipeline just
The pipeline.
Yeah.
they letting oil all out of it.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, and willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope.
Right. So now this is also us as well.
Right.
Okay, but the first part is the creatures.
Right.
19 is the creatures waiting for the sons of God to get right.
Right.
So now it says, for the creature was made subject to vanity. That's what we was made, and not willingly.
Right.
Okay, we was created that way. This is Solomon tells you, all man is vanity.
Right.
No matter if you're not pompous, if you're not puffed up, but your inner thoughts is vanity.
Right.
Somewhere down, and you could be the humblest dude, but somewhere down there in your mind, the Most High knows your secret vanity.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh.
So we're going to get into that. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be delivered from this bondage. The bondage of what? Spiritual and mental hell.
Right.
This is stressful. When you got to worry about bills. When you got to worry about keeping your wife happy, keeping your children happy, sufficient, making sure you're not a tyrant in your home, making sure the wife the same thing, making sure she's doing for her husband, doing for the kids, making sure the kids is the dogs, everybody, like it's a lot of stress.
Keep the dogs.
It's a lot of stress, man.
The dogs is stressing.
Dealing with other brothers, other sisters. Then when you hear their issues, you're like, oh my God. And then when you in tune with your brothers and sisters, it bothers you when you feel the pain of
That
somebody
ache
that
on-
it bothers you and it
right.
stresses you out. And then when you hear stuff that you've never heard before,
Right.
you be like, what the hell?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you think you got it bad.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But then you like, oh shit, man. See,
Yeah, we all going through it.
yeah,
Right.
but some more than others.
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean? But
right.
that more to us is just in our perspective.
Right.
But that is everything
It
that
could
they
be
can
little
handle.
compared to-
Right.
yeah, yeah,
That's
to
everything that they
somebody.
can handle.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now.
You see that? So the whole creation, the creation of everything,
Mm.
all creation of the Lord is, what it says right there,
And
is
pain together.
Yeah, they
groaning.
Right.
Is groaning and travaileth in pain
Pain
together.
together.
Until now.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
And you know why even those animals and everything, because their
Right.
mind and their spirit is like, what's going on here?
Right.
This is not supposed to be like
They
this.
definitely in North Dakota, man. Them deers will walk right up to. They know the people is friendly
Right.
in certain areas too.
Right.
So like,
Right.
it lets you know these animals know what's going on, and they have a
Right.
conscience, and they, you know, even in their spirit is like they know what's wicked is going on. The dogs know what's going
Yeah.
on. They ain't stupid,
Bro,
man.
the dogs only bark on this land. They only bark at certain individuals.
Yeah.
They don't bark. Yo,
Right.
they don't bark at HOI.
Right,
I'm
right.
surprised
They,
they bark at
they,
me.
they don't bark at WFI. It's,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
certain individuals.
Right, right.
Those dogs,
They
hey,
know what
They
time.
they spiritual.
yeah, it's in their spirit. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Right. Okay. Not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit. Now, what's the first fruits of the Spirit? Knowing you're Israelite, knowing the Mashiach, knowing who our power is, knowing the law, knowing what we're supposed to do.
Right.
This is the first fruits of it, because a lot of people still don't know about what we know. They don't know they're
right,
supposed to keep
right,
the law.
right,
They don't
right.
know that they're the children of Israel yet.
Right.
That's our job.
Right.
We're the first fruits of that.
Mhm.
You understand? Go ahead.
Even we ourselves groan within ourselves.
You see, even the first fruits, even us knowing, we groaning in
Yeah, we did.
that you want.
Right.
We murmur. We murmured in the wilderness for 40 years.
Right.
You telling me you don't murmur in your spirit? You don't have to be all sobbing back and forth, but in your mind, you're like,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the work to the household to the brotherhood to what you see going to Walmart.
Right.
It's just madness.
And even dealing with people in the world.
And that's why there's a lot of suicides.
Right.
Because some people just they give up. That's it. They done with this kingdom,
Right.
and they gonna see in the
Right.
afterlife. They're gonna see the
Right.
spirits.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body.
You see, so the spirit is waiting for the adoption of the redemption of our bodies, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 24. For we are saved by hope,
Uh-huh.
but hope that is seen is not hope.
Right. So the stuff that we seen is not hope. So you can't see. That's what it said. The kingdom is not of observation.
Right.
It's in the mind. Okay. There's that. Who's that comedian from Atlanta? Funny Marco.
Mhm.
His slogan is it's a mindset.
Right.
He
right,
tells everybody
right.
it's a mindset.
Right,
He's
right.
doing it in foolishness, but he's onto something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, right.
It's a mindset. Go ahead.
For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for?
Right. If you see something, you're not hoping for that.
Right.
You might covet it.
Right.
You might want it, and it don't belong to you. You might feel an urge to try to achieve it, but our whole purpose and goal is to get not only ourselves and our families, but the rest of our nation out of this captivity, out of this condition.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 25. But if we hope for that we see not,
Uh-huh.
then do we with patience wait for it.
Right. So if we hope for the stuff we don't see,
Right.
then we're more patient for it.
Right. Right.
And that shows you that's the faith and the patience of the saints.
God.
You understand? We're waiting on something that everybody thinks that we're out of our minds.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks we're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
While we're being patient and waiting on the kingdom within.
Right.
Because that's what's happening. We're peeling off the layers of this mortal flesh that becomes the spirit.
Right.
We're gonna get into that. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities.
Right. Go ahead.
For we know not what we should pray for.
Right. A lot of times you don't know what you're praying for.
Right.
Right. And you might say the same prayer over and over. Right. But watch what this say. Go ahead.
As we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Right. So the stuff you might be saying the same prayer over and over, but the Most High is in tune with your spirit, and He knows what you need,
Right.
and He knows what you're crying for inside.
Right.
You understand? The spirit is in tune with the Most High and the angels. They know what's going on. That's why His eyes is brighter, 10 times 1,000 brighter than the sun.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 27. And He that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the
You
Spirit.
see, and who searches the hearts? Who searches the minds? And see, once again, it says, He that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit. So that's showing you the heart is the mind of the Spirit.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Because He maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of Yahweh.
And that's that's whose job is that?
Right.
The Mashiach, the Lamb.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 28. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love Yahweh.
And how do you love the Most High?
By keeping His commandments.
By keeping His commandment, keeping the law. Go ahead.
To them who are the called according to His purpose.
Right, that's the who's called according to His purpose. So now let's the election. Right. Now let's go to many are called.
Many are called, few are chosen. That's right.
Right.
That's a good precept.
Romans 12:1. Let's go to 12:1.
Now, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy,
Set apart. Go ahead.
acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Right. So your body's supposed to be the living sacrifice.
Right.
You're not supposed to be sacrificing goats and sheep. And when we kill and slaughter the goat or the sheep, it's not for a sacrifice.
Right.
It's to eat.
Right. Right.
But it's a representation of the Lamb,
Yeah.
of our Mashiach. So
Right.
don't get simple, Israel.
Right.
Okay, we are the sacrifice,
Yeah.
and Yahushua is the last sacrifice before ours. Right now, we're the sacrifice along with the
Right.
Mashiach,
Right.
because we're the body of Him.
Body.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world,
Right.
but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of what?
Your mind. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
Right. So the renewing of your mind, it all goes back to the mindset.
Right.
The kingdom of heaven is within you.
Right.
Okay, this is your mind. That's why they show The Walking Dead. You got to shoot him in the head,
Right.
stab him in the head, because the body still go.
That's right.
The body's still walking. Why is the body still walking? Because they're dead in the
But the mind is still
in the flesh.
Right,
Their
right.
mind is still alive.
Right.
You know. Then when you watch The Walking Dead, I don't know if you watch the later episodes.
Nah.
They start whispering to each other.
Wow.
They're talking to each other.
Like
This way.
Whoa.
Yeah. They start evolving in the dead.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? In the dead, and they're talking, and you're like,
Right,
what
right.
the? And it don't sound like that. You got to really pay attention.
Right.
Move this way.
Right.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's go back to Sirach, 23 again. We're gonna go to 23 and 1 this time. We're bouncing around a little bit.
So 23 and 1.
Come. 23 verse 1. We're going to read that to the 6th verse.
Come. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 and verse 1. O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, leave me not to their counsels.
Leave me not to whose counsels? The counsels of the wicked. Okay, the counsels of mischief. Okay, because the wicked don't have to be just Esau. It could be mischief that your people's. Yo, let's go to the club, son.
Right.
Let's go. You know, we're gonna pick up some hoes tonight.
Right.
You know,
That's counsel.
Let's go get. Let's go.
Right.
I got some weed, son. Let's go light up, and we're gonna chill. We're gonna holler at some hoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's park a lot pimp and just stay in front of Walmart.
Right.
Let's get high with some bottles. You know what I'm saying? Jake do that.
You speaking their language.
You know what I'm saying?
You speaking their language then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all they know.
That's what these niggas do in the South, actually. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
In New York, there's more to do.
Right.
More mischief to get
Right.
into. But go ahead.
And let me not fall by them.
Right. Don't fall by them, whether it's Esau or your own people.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2. Who will set scourges over my thoughts?
Who would set scourges over my thoughts? You're going to be stressed out, man. You're stressed out in your thoughts. Your mind is racing. People like, I'm restless. I can't sleep. There's too much going on.
Right.
Your mind is just yeah.
And it be like
And then sometimes it leads to the drinking.
Right.
Sometimes it leads to the other drugs, narcotics. Then sometimes it leads to eating disorders. It leads to many different outlets that your mind wanders into. It can go into a wilderness and you be lost for 40 years.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
And the discipline of wisdom over my heart.
And the discipline of wisdom over my mind. Okay? Knowing right from wrong. Knowing, you know what? I'm not dealing with that. I love basketball.
Right.
I love to play basketball. And I seen, and I took the wisdom, I took the counsel. I seen a meme. It said, if you're over 40 years old, stay your old ass off the court. They showed Jake, his ankle was popped out inside, like it was by his heel. I said, I took that. That's it. I'm going to shoot. I'm not running a full court. I'm not playing with these young niggas.
We might get do that.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I can do it in my mind.
Right.
You know, I'm dunking on niggas like, what? I can do it, but I'm not going to do it.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Okay. But go ahead.
That they spare me not for my ignorances.
Right. That's just spare me not for my ignorances. Go ahead.
And it pass not by my sins.
Right. So that's why we're trying to achieve the discipline of wisdom, which is in the mind, listening to the spirit. When the spirit be like, nah, leave that alone, B. Leave it alone. That's it. When Priest Abag always say, when in doubt, leave without. Do without.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
If you in doubt, if you doubting it, it's something in your subconscious telling you, leave it alone. And then if you don't, and then whatever was in your subconscious is telling you that something was going to happen, you didn't know what it was, but then when it go wrong, you like, the spirit warned me, but I didn't listen.
And that's what we go through all the time. When in doubt, do without. Like, you know how much stuff we read, but sometimes we not sure about it, and we like, you know what, man, let's just leave it alone. I ain't gonna eat it.
Come on.
You know?
Come on. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction.
Right. So if your ignorance increase, what's your ignorance increase? Your thoughts.
Right.
You let it just
Right.
You know, it's just increasing because you're not listening to the spirit, or you might not have the spirit within you.
Right.
That's another thing.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
And I fall before my adversaries.
Right, and you fall before your adversaries, before your enemies. Go ahead.
And my enemy rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy.
Right, whether it's the physical enemy or it's the spiritual demons that's waiting for you to fall.
Right. Even within them.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. O Lord, Father, and God of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind.
Right. You see, don't give me a proud look and a haughty mind. Now, haughty mind is just evil, bugged out thoughts. It doesn't. You don't have to be. It don't have to be. Oh, you're just thinking about sex.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Thinking about right. Is anything is haughty.
Right.
What the Santa Claus. He's who's been naughty all night.
Nice. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's spiritual demons. Because how you know who been naughty or nice?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the demon, Satan.
That's creepy.
Right. Because Satan knows. Satan know your thoughts too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why he play on them, and he know what your weakness is. So that's where he come with the temptation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That. Wait till you see my new endurance hats that I'm getting made. I already ordered them.
Yeah.
They
Finish or
snapback.
Okay. You already know I got to stay. You already know.
Yeah. But you gonna see it got a certain scripture on it and all that. I don't want to talk about it because it might once I show it,
it might be out there.
Yeah. Once I show it, then
you gonna get it bing,
working right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it before Chief.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, verse 5. Turn away from me, vain hopes, and concupiscence,
right?
And thou shalt hold him up.
Now let's look up the word concupiscence so you can get that.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Concupiscence.
Spell it again.
CONCUPISCENCE.
Yeah.
Right. Strong sexual desires or lust.
Oh, wow.
Right? So it says, let's read it again.
Here we go. Turn away from me, vain hopes and concupiscence, and thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee.
Right, and thou shalt hold him up. If you turn away from that, you're gonna be held up.
Right.
If you channel your thoughts from when those thoughts come into your mind, because it happens to all of us. We're still in this mortal flesh.
Right.
It'd be a hot day, and you'd be like, "Yo, I don't feel like doing nothing today. I just want to chill."
Right.
Them thoughts might linger. Yo, damn, this would be a good day. Yeah, this would be a good day to go chill at Walmart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jake told me this. He literally told me. He said, "Yo, I go in there about 12, 1 o'clock.
Right.
I know these are most of the women that they're on their lunch break."
Yeah. Go in there after church. You get perverts
right.
all around that damn
And this is Jake out here. When I first came out, I was like, "Yo, I go in there about 12, 1 o'clock, and then I know all these women got jaws." Like, what? Like, who thinks of shit like that?
Mentality be
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Jake is bugged out, man. Our people who,
For real.
you know what I'm saying? It said we're wise to do evil.
Right. Yeah, they know it all. To do evil, right?
But what was that? That was 5 or 6?
Yeah, we finished it. Now we're going to 6.
Yeah, go to 6.
Come on, verse 6. Let not the greediness of the belly nor lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind.
Right. So don't lose it. Don't let you lose it. Because a righteous man gonna fall and stumble, but you're gonna get right back up.
Right back
But
up.
if you fall into it, and that's what, because the thoughts of me all the time. I want to smoke a blunt like every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, dead serious. Like, I want to smoke a blunt every day. And the thought, and that's the thought in my mind. And then the spirit, I already know that I can't just smoke just one. So, and then that becomes a habit that I've already broken.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's something I do not want to deal with because it's like you're going to fall back into the second place.
It'll keep you slothful as hell.
Right.
Too, man.
You know what I mean? Right.
It's a trickle effect with it, whether you know it or not.
Gone.
It'll affect everything.
Gone. So let's
You
drop
need faith in these times, man. Build up
I know that's right.
There's a lot going on in this world, man.
Yeah.
You gotta stay in this thing.
And even the drinking, because drinking is lawful, but you drink too much, you just
Yeah.
and then you don't want to do nothing until you messed up, and then you get caught in that drunken zone, and then that be a lot of denial within Israel. There's a lot of cats in Israel that's alcoholics.
Right. You gotta balance, yo. It's been what? I had 2 cups, 2 months. One when we was, couple when we was at the
Passover.
The Passover.
Passover.
Shit. Really here, I've been just running in, you know what I'm saying? So I could enjoy my tabernacle and all of that shit.
Same zone.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be, you can't breathe and shit out of the tabernacle. Like,
for real.
Nah, man.
So let's go down to Ecclesiasticus 37, Sirach 37 and 17. 37 and 17.
Good. Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 17. The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
Right. So your physical countenance, whether it's your facial expression or your body language, you can see when somebody's tired.
Right.
You can see when somebody's stressed out. You can, or some, most of the time, because some people could hide it. You know what I'm saying? You can see when people got something heavy on their mind. They in deep thought, zoned out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that, and this is the scriptures telling you that the countenance is a sign of the changing of the mind. You got a lot on your mind. You going through it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got certain brothers and certain people, they going to blurt it out. I'm going through hell. That woe is me spirit. We're not supposed to deal with that. We're going to go through it. But he says take it cheerfully. So when you're going through it, just know that, like, we got to quote Tupac. Through every dark day there's a through every dark night there's a brighter day after that. You know what I'm saying? We got to quote the book of Tupac.
Let's favorite. Only God can judge me.
Yeah. Not that.
Let's not use it too loosely.
Not that one. Jake go crazy with that.
With that one,
Yeah. Let's go to Romans. Back to Romans. Now we're gonna go to Romans 8 again, but we're gonna go to the 5th verse. See, so we doubling back and forth. You know what I mean?
Precept.
Yeah. 8th, 5th verse.
Yeah, 8 and 5.
Come on, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But
go ahead.
But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
Right. So if your mind is on the flesh, right, you're gonna do the things of the flesh. You're gonna give in to the. And there's times that I want to drink. When it's a hot day, I'm like, nah, I gotta work in the morning, or I gotta do something. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Because it's lawful, but then you get caught in that slugger. You sit on there, put your feet up. Nobody home, wife at work. Or I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And the spirits jump on you, man. You know, so sometimes you got to fight that off. And just because it's lawful, don't make it expedient. Like the scriptures say. Okay, go ahead.
For to be carnally minded is death.
Right, so to be carnally minded is death. Once you think carnal all day long, it's eventually you're going to fall victim to that. You're not thinking of things of the spirit. Go ahead.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
But spiritually minded is life and peace. That's why when we stressed out, you see the stuff that happened with your brother in the building, the stuff with us in the land. Like, it's so much, excuse the language, it's so much fuckery going on amongst our people. And then, and it's not us, but it's tests that's given to us because we know what we're capable of. We know we can fly these niggas' heads off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, the DoorDash bag, ding dong, DoorDash here, right through the bag with the mask on. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to go back into that. To really reach out and touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? And we're fighting the flesh.
somebody steal money from you and you in this truth, man, it's tough not to break their damn neck. Like, you want to, but that be the flesh, and you gotta. We know the truth, so we gotta step back.
And it's big money,
right?
That in the world, your whole family will get tied up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody will die,
right?
And the whole family be tied up,
right?
Moving furniture looking for this money,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And this is the things that happen in the flesh, but it's also a sign for us to prove who we dealing with.
Right. So
you see what I'm saying?
Much is given.
Right.
Much is required.
Okay.
People like to take your humbleness as weakness too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All the time.
It's crazy how the carnal-minded people can see that. I go through that.
Oh yeah.
So you already know. They know what I'm about. So I'm wearing my fringes, so they know. They try to provoke me. So I gotta keep walking the spirit.
Right. You know what it is, and this quote. This is my quote, goddamn. They want to test your spiritual gangster.
Right. They do.
That's the demons. The demons is testing your
but
spiritual gangster.
You brothers in the truth that be doing it too.
But they're not really in the truth.
Right.
They're dealing with the carnal mind. Because eventually you doing that, that's your death, bro.
Right.
Because you might get away with it with a brother that's fighting in the spirit.
And it could be somebody that ain't dead like another
you
brother.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you done said the wrong shit to the wrong brother because you got away with it with 30 other brothers.
Right.
But now the Most High send the death angel.
Right.
And that's how the Most High works. That's how he works. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
That's
right.
Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh.
Right. It's enmity. Okay, it's against the Most High. Go ahead.
For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh.
Right. It's not subject to the law.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand. The law is spiritual. By you keeping the law, it's not a physical thing.
Right.
Because you're perfecting righteousness. You're perfecting cleanliness. You're perfecting morality. Right. Being civil with people, dealing with the civil law, respecting the powers that be, is being humble and meek, knowing you're spiritual gangster.
Right.
Yahweh could have called the angels like this, legions, and set Rome afire.
Right.
Niggas, the Caesar, all the sodomites would have been running. You know what I'm saying? They were running out of the gymnasiums. Right. You know, all the pedophiles. Oh my God, the homosexuals. Everybody would have been running for their lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could have flipped it upside down.
Yeah. Right. What you say?
And he took that humble route.
Yeah.
He took the route he was supposed to play.
He knew he was spiritually gangster anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And this is, and nobody better do that. That's my new shirt, spiritual gangsters.
Right.
Y'all better not take that.
I need that.
HOI spiritual gangsters.
Right.
Y'all better not jack that. That's HOI.
Right.
Y'all gotta get that from us. Cause these niggas is biters.
I'm about to give you one for work
These
and one
niggas
for in the work.
Yeah, these niggas is biters, goddamn. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 8. Yeah, verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God.
Right. If you're in the flesh, you can't please the Most High. Go ahead.
But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of Yahweh dwell in you.
Right, the kingdom of heaven within you. Go ahead.
Right.
Now, if any man have not the spirit of Yahweh, he is none of his.
Right. And what is the spirit of Yahweh?
Truth.
The truth. But then, what is the truth?
The law.
Perfection of the law.
Right.
Being a unblemished, unspotted lamb. Perfected.
And he was our proof you could do it.
Right. In the flesh.
Right.
You telling me with all the wisdom, he had multitudes following. You telling me you ain't have women gazing at that man while he was teaching in the audience? They looking at him in the audience, amazed by his wisdom. Like, I give it up. I'll be his 1,000 wife. I'll be his 144,000 wife. You see what I'm saying? Like, just stuck on him. Imagine how many women hit it on him. That, you know what I'm saying? They was hitting on him. They had to. You know what I mean? That. And because he had to fight these things. He didn't deal with them. The same thing with Paul. He said not dealing with stuff that's not uncommon to man. So what is that?
He dealt with
Nigga, you dealing with lust. You fighting your lust. The lust is of the flesh. So it don't always have to be money, the greed. It's the women.
Oh yeah.
When the Apocrypha, it tells you in Esdras, it gives you what's more powerful. It says the king, the wine, or the woman. And it goes into that. You know what I'm saying? The woman is more, but what's stronger than all of that?
Most High God.
The truth. You see what I'm saying? And the truth is the spirit. The spirit of the Lord. Righteousness. Complete righteousness. Okay? Because that's how you can defeat the wine, the woman, and the king. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And if Yahweh be in you, the body is dead because of sin.
And what was the body being dead? What's the representation of that?
Crucifixion.
Yahweh dying and defeating death. And that's what we're defeating now. We're fighting for that crime. You understand? Go ahead.
But the spirit is life because of righteousness.
Because of righteousness. The law is truth. Go ahead.
Verse 11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh
Now this is where it gets deeper, because now it's talking about being the body of Yahweh. But watch what this says, because now this is where the Old Testaments get us misconstrued, because we are Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We don't worship Yahweh Shai as the same as Yahweh. You understand? They don't understand that, but they got to give reverence to the high priest. You got to go through the high priest. You can't walk into the Holy of Holies, even in the Old Testament. You understand? So this is the kicker right here. Go ahead.
Verse 11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahweh from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you.
So the Most High is going to take you out of that. The Most High is going to transform your thoughts. But you got, we're all predestined. Whether we're going to do it or not. But we don't know the end of the story. He does.
So you got to work
He got the director's cut. We don't know what's going on, but we're reading it, and we got the blueprint. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 12. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh.
We are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh, but what?
Oh, you want to read the next verse?
Go ahead.
For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
So you got to mortify the deeds of your body. You got to fight that flesh. And it's you're not saying, no, don't do it. You're not saying that. You know what I'm saying? You're not, even you know, when they say, don't think with your other head. You know what I'm saying? Well, don't do it. No. It's in your mind. It's in your mind. It's not physically. You're not physically doing these things.
That's a battlefield for real.
You know what I'm saying? Because a Christian will read this and believe that. Don't do it. No.
Literal.
That's them over righteous Christians.
Literal.
You know, so So go ahead. The 14th verse.
Go. For as many as are led by the Spirit of Yahweh, they are the sons of Yahweh.
So if you led by the Spirit, the Most High is dealing with you. Right? And let's skip down to the 16th verse. We ain't got to read Matter of fact, now let's read the 15 and then to 16.
Come on, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
So if you're sitting there and you're repenting every day, every chance you get, and saying, Yahweh, forgive me for my sins, please forgive me. The lust of my flesh, my thoughts, my everyday thoughts. Because you don't have to physically sin.
Right.
You sin in your mind. All the time.
Right.
You sometimes you want to kill niggas. You see it in your mind. Sometimes you want to sleep with somebody. You see it in your mind. Sometimes it's a lot that's going on.
Right.
So you don't have to physically do it. Now, you're fighting it when you physically don't do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's saying the Spirit itself bear witness that we are the sons of the Most High, the children of the Most High. So if you're repenting and you're calling and you're crying to your Father, you are His son and daughter.
Right.
You understand? If you don't give a damn, then you don't belong to Him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the contrite spirit that He was talking about in Psalms 51. Okay, we're gonna get that though too. Let's go to drop down to 1 Corinthians 2 and 7. 1 Corinthians 2 and 7.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. Come. And it reads, but we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory.
Right, and the hidden wisdom, see, people don't understand. They think it's like the 7 dimensions of King Solomon. No, the hidden wisdom is righteousness. That's it. It's righteousness. Leaving the flesh and becoming righteousness and bringing forth that kingdom within you. Bringing forth that spiritual temple. Decorating the temple like the Feast of Dedication where we dedicated the temple. You understand? You are the temple. The booth, the sukkah, right? Tabernacle. You are the tabernacle. Say, get the goodly branches.
That's right.
You're decorating your temple. All of that is spiritually us. All of the feast days represent us. The new month. We're in a new month. New moon. New you. A new month to start all over. Fresh. A new Sabbath. Fresh. You see what I'm saying? This is all about us renewing on a daily basis and becoming more wiser in the spirit. You understand? So we don't fall victim to the flesh. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 8, which none of the princes of this world knew.
Right, none of the princes knew. Okay, and that's talking about the people that ruled, the people that was, you know,
power.
Right, and the people that came before us. You know, certain people had a little bit here and there. You know, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey. They all had some portion of it, but they didn't have what we got now. That's why so much prophecy unfolding now.
Even Umar got a little bit of sense.
Right.
I mean, he ain't got what we got.
Right. You know what I mean? And the Most High say He's gonna use the foolish things of this world to confound the wise.
Yeah, right.
Okay, go ahead.
For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
Right, and they do that not only in the physically back then when Yahweh passed, but still to this day they crucify the Mashiach. Spiritually, you crucify him because the Christians do it every Sunday.
Right.
Why? Because they do not keep the laws.
Right.
They
tell you, and then not only do they not keep it, they tell you not to keep it yourself.
Yeah. So everything he did was in vain.
Right.
So you don't have to.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't got to.
Just have faith.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh have prepared for them that love him.
Right. You can't see this, man. You can't hear this. This is the Most High got it prepared for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a spiritual bond when you know that the Most High is dealing with you. When you see things, when you see your prayers manifest,
Right.
when you see certain blessings happen that you know is of the Spirit,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna always be financial.
Right.
The Most High tell you, he can make a poor man rich overnight. That's nothing to the Most High.
Right,
You can go in and go get a beer at the gas station
Right.
and say, you know what? Let me get a lottery ticket.
That's right.
And boom, Most High turn you to the, from the ugly duckling to the
Right,
to
right.
the rich Israelite now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Most High can do that.
Not only that, sometimes the blessing just comes in.
Right.
Setting up for the
sections,
blessing.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sections,
Be a
like
whole
this.
setup for the thing.
Right.
You know.
And then, but through the whole thing, once you get it and understand
You'll
it,
understand it later, right?
right. And then, but you be like, yo, the Most High was deep with that.
Wow.
Once you get it,
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm not talking about the blessing. I'm
Right.
talking about getting the
The
understanding of it.
understanding of what just happened.
Right.
And that's the Most High just pouring that out on it. You know, how many people ignore that? You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
But the fact that you even acknowledge that is the Most High.
Yeah.
You know?
Man's goings are of the
Right,
Lord. How can
right.
you understand his own
Right,
word? So when
right.
these things happen, you be like, and you sometimes in the flesh, you be like,
Yeah.
yo, it's Murphy's Law.
Right,
Whatever
right,
can go
right,
wrong,
right,
will go
right.
wrong.
Right,
And then
right.
it's just like, oh,
Wow.
that's what it was.
Right.
And then
Right.
sometimes, like, it happens, they'll show sometimes a derailment happen, or you get stuck in traffic, and
Right.
or you miss the bus, and then you find out that this bus fell off a cliff.
Right.
It got,
Right.
the bus caught on fire.
Right.
It was a stampede. 3 people got critically injured in a stampede.
Right.
You don't know what the Most High saving you from.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you're late, don't be in a rush.
You might have to just thank him for it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what
Might
I mean?
just have to thank him.
Ain't no telling what they could
Right.
Ain't no telling.
I was seeing that in New York.
Right.
Everybody rushing because I'm coming back from this. I'm like, what
Bugged
the
you
hell?
out this time.
Yeah.
Going
I'm
up
like,
there, right?
this is. I was like, yo, son, the light is still red on there.
Right.
They're beeping the horn before the light even changed.
Right.
And look what the Most High did in Pace University.
Yeah. What?
In the Pace University, the big college, the
Oh
damn
yeah.
parking lot.
That was
Oh.
that
The
was
whole
Pace
parking lot.
University.
Yeah, that was
That's
Pace
right.
University.
Somebody was saying they believe that was a little bomb or something that went off.
I mean,
it was a
what,
lot of.
What if an explosion happens? How does an explosion happen at a college parking lot?
That's I don't know. That thing crazy. It was a lot of damage though.
Yeah,
For a little parking lot.
and
like
that's right there by the old
Right.
World Trade Center.
That's crazy.
You know, so the Most High do what he do, man. The
Yeah.
Most High do what he do.
Catch up when you catch up. You might catch on later on.
Right.
If not, it goes. Yeah.
Redman had a thing like that. You remember?
Which one?
He said something. He said a verse, and he said something about.
They'll catch up later.
No, he said if you don't get it now,
You'll get it later.
get home, go home, listen to it over again, and you probably
I
get it.
hear
You
that.
probably get it. It's an old joint. He said you probably didn't understand what I just said.
Right.
He said go home, listen to it again,
Hey,
and
you'll
you're gonna
get
get
it.
it.
You don't get it. Let me know what you get.
Right.
Okay, where we at?
Verse 10.
Go ahead.
But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all
The
things.
Spirit searches what?
All things.
All things. Go ahead.
Yea, the deep things of Yahweh.
Right. Go ahead.
For what man knoweth the things of a man,
Right.
save the spirit of man which is in him?
Right. What? We got to read that one slowly again.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him?
Right. So what things does a man know of a man?
All right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Even so the things of Yahweh knoweth no man.
Right. So the man don't know the things of Yahweh.
Right.
The physical man. Go ahead.
But the spirit of Yahweh.
But the spirit of Yahweh. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world,
Right.
but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh.
Right. So we might know the things that is, because this is the spirit that's given to us. It's not the spirit of the world, but the spirit of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us. What is freely given to us? The whole kingdom, man. Because it was given to our forefathers as a promise. We was there, but we wasn't there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
we was there, but we wasn't there. And it's like, what did we do to deserve that?
Right.
He chose us.
Right.
Precept.
You know what I'm
9 and
saying?
4.
Right. You know, we didn't. You want to read it?
I got
Yeah,
it right here.
Bring it out.
This is precept. Romans 9 and 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises.
Break it down.
Well, see, right, like you were just saying, the Israelites were given the law, statutes, and commandments. Like, he wasn't dealing with no other nation of people. And that's what people need to understand, right? Like, I think that verse right there really seals the deal, letting you know who this Bible is for, who and what, and everything that's given to us. Right.
The whole Romans 9, though. That whole Romans 9. That's the whole Romans 9.
Right.
But, that's the meat and potatoes right there. But go ahead. Let's go back to 1 Corinthians.
Verse
13.
Come. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth.
Right. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth. Go ahead.
But which the Holy Ghost teacheth.
The Holy Spirit, because there's no such thing as ghosts. Go ahead. The Holy Spirit teacheth. Go ahead.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Right. Comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Okay, go ahead.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Right. They're not. This not of the Spirit. You understand? And people don't understand that the stuff in the Spirit, when it's from the Most High, is going to manifest. It's going to manifest in the flesh. Right. It's going to manifest in the flesh, and that is the kingdom within you.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things.
You see, so if you're spiritual, you're going to judge all things. Go ahead.
Yet he himself is judge of no man.
Right, you ain't going to be judged by no man. Why? Because everybody can see the spirit within you.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
Verse 16. For who hath known the mind of the Lord?
Who have known the mind of the Most High? Go ahead.
That he may instruct him. But we have the mind of a Mashiach Yahushua.
But we have the mind of a Mashiach Yahushua. And what is that? To being perfect.
Right.
Being perfect as our Father which is in heaven.
Right.
And which he did. Okay, so once again, this is the battlefield. What's the battlefield? Your mind. It's not the guns. It's not the spiritual warfare.
Right.
I mean, physical warfare. It's spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that armor on. That armor, the whole armor of the Most High. It's not a bulletproof vest or a Teflon helmet.
Right.
That's a spiritual Teflon helmet.
Right.
A spiritual bulletproof vest. Okay?
That's right.
You spiritual gangsters don't jack
That's
that.
right.
Don't jack that. Don't jack that. Let's go to Philippians 2:1. Philippians 2:1. When you got it,
read. All right, this is Philippians chapter 2 and verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Yahushua, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies,
right?
Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Right, so we all supposed to have that kingdom state of mind.
Right.
Nas gave us the New York state of mind.
Right.
We supposed to have the kingdom state of mind.
Body, mind.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory,
right?
But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Right. Let us big up each other.
Right.
You don't gotta big up yourself. The Spirit bear witness.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else bring you up. But we supposed to esteem each other. Hey, I got some fly garment.
Right.
You
You know what I'm saying? You brought it out mighty, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we big each other up. You know what I'm saying? That exhortation.
Right.
Scriptures talk about exhortation of the brotherhood. That's how you exhort your brothers, exhort your sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
Right. So that you gotta do unto others as you would want to do done to yourself. Okay, that goes into that as well. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushua.
So that same mind that was in Yahushua. Yahushua could have talked about everything he did.
Right.
He didn't. He was talking about everything the Most High sent him to do.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 6. Who, being in the form of Yahweh, thought it not robbery to be equal with Yahweh.
So now the Christians will use this and say, well, look, Christ is God. No, he thought not it to be robbery to be in the same mindset of the Most High and being perfect as the Most High. You see what I'm saying? That's not saying that he was the Most High.
Right.
You know, they'll use that and run with it, but this is what you're dealing with. Proverbs 19 and 21. A couple more, and we're gonna close out. I kind of ran through it, right?
Hey, powerful, man.
Proverbs 15:1.
Powerful, man.
Proverbs 19
19.
and 21.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
Right, so there's many thoughts in your mind. The devices is in your heart is the thoughts in your mind.
Wicked.
Right.
Yeah.
Wicked and righteous.
All right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord's counsel is going to stand. Whatever the Most High wants and whatever he going to put you through, because you might not have a wicked thought. You might not, but then eventually you look at Job.
Right.
Job didn't have no evil thoughts, but then he kind of went in doubt. You understand? He started doubting himself, then doubting the Most High. And then the Most High stepped to him like, yo, bro, now you know what? Gird up your loins and speak to me the way you was talking about me just now.
Right.
Talk to me face to face like that, and I dare you. And now Job, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? so the Most High will come and check you, man.
Right.
You know, and he don't have to check you like Job, but he could check you in many different ways. Sometimes you gotta check yourself.
Right.
Sometimes when an argument just comes out of nowhere with your wife, with the kids, with your moms, your pops, you just be like, where did this come from?
Right.
But a lot of it be your own judgment. You done did something, whether it was this week, last week, and the Most High said, I'm gonna give you hell right now.
Right.
You know, you want to do what you did, and you know what you did last summer.
Right.
The Most High know what you did last summer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It be that judgment.
Right.
Whether it be for the women, or for you, or for both.
Right.
It's judgment. Now everybody walking up mad. These ain't talking. One sleeping on the sofa, one rolling over. It's spirits. It's spirits, but it's judgment. It's judgment. Okay. We're gonna drop down. Let's go to 1 Peter 4:1. 1 Peter 4:1. You got it. Just read.
It's 1 Peter 4:1.
Come.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1. For as much then as Yahushua hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
You see, so he ceased from sin. How? By suffering in the flesh. Once you go through all of that, there's nothing that you can't be broken again.
Right.
You defeated death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you read Elijah, who was it? Elijah or Elisha that came back to life? Who was it? When they fell on his bones. No, when Elijah or Elisha, they had to do, it was like a ritual to resurrect somebody from the dead. They resurrected somebody from the dead, but they did a ritual. It was a ritual. It was something that the Most High told them to do. H.O.I told Lazarus, "Come up out of there." Resurrected him.
Right.
Then he resurrected. The Most High put the power in him to resurrect himself.
Right.
No rituals. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't achieve that level yet.
Right.
They had power now. There was a lot of power in Elijah and Elisha. A lot of power, heavy power. They made fire come from heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. It was just a certain level.
Right.
And H.O.I mastered it all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. But read that again. Because that's what we got to deal with. The same mind. Go ahead.
Come.
4-1.
For as much then as Yahushua hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Right. Be ready to go through the fleshly battles. Because it's in the mind that you're fighting the flesh.
Come.
You understand? Right. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you don't, the Most High said he chastising those he loves, and he deal with them, and he scourges them like a father to a son.
Right. That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh.
That's it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the battle. Okay? And what G.I. Joe used to say, knowing is half the battle.
Right.
And that's knowing that now is, you're aware of Satan's devices. Now you got to fight them.
Right.
You see? So let's go now to 1 Peter 1:13.
Come on, this 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua.
Right. At his revelation, at his revealing. So now, once again, this is spiritual, because how can you gird up loins in your mind?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And what girding up your loins mean? You ever seen when Jake get ready to fight?
Right.
Pick up his pants, tighten his belt, tie sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, you tightening your mind up.
Tighten
You getting
up.
your mind ready for physical war, spiritual war.
Right.
Spiritual war on the spiritual battlefield, man. That's the battlefield. You got to gird up your loins. So let's go to Psalms 51:10. And then we got 2 more scriptures after that. We can eat, drink, and be merry. If I lost y'all on anything, I think I broke it down.
It's been clear.
You know.
It's been clear direct.
Okay.
Clean cut.
This is Psalms chapter 51 and verse 10. Create in me a clean heart.
Right. Create in me a clean mind, man.
Right.
Okay, this is King David. Go ahead.
O Yahweh, and renew a right spirit within me.
Renew that right spirit within me. Go ahead.
Cast me not away from thy presence.
Don't cast me away. Okay, now as a physical cast away, no, it's spiritual. Go ahead.
And take not thy Holy Spirit from me.
And that's how you get casted away. But once the Most High take that Holy Spirit, he go like that.
All
or your candle just wipe out. He tell you that. You wipe your candle out. Shut off your candlestick. Turn off your lights. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. So let's go to Ezekiel 36:24.
Come on, this is Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 24. Come. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries.
Right. He's going to gather us. He's going to take us from the heathen and gather us out of all countries. Go ahead.
And will bring you into your own land.
And will bring us into our own land. Okay. Now, but this is a physical, of course, but it's first got to happen in the spirit.
Right.
It got to happen in the spirit. Let in the Lord's prayer, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, go ahead.
Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you.
Now, what is that talking about? Fiji water, the sand, Deer Park, Poland Springs? No.
The washing of the water of the word.
Right. It's talking about the water of the word. Okay, go ahead.
And ye shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols, which will I cleanse you.
Right, and that's showing you the word of the Lord is going to do that. Water can't make you stop worshiping idols.
Right.
It's the word, the washing of the word. Go ahead.
And a new heart also will I give you.
A new heart will he give us, a new mind, where it's just righteousness, the way it was intended from the beginning, before Adam followed Eve and Eve followed the serpent. Okay, go ahead.
And a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh.
You take that stony heart, okay, out of your flesh. Go ahead.
And I will give you an heart of flesh.
Okay, he's going to give you a new heart, new spirit, new mind. Go ahead.
Verse 27, and I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes.
He's going to put his spirit within us now. Okay, the spirit of righteousness, the spirit of perfection. Go ahead.
And ye shall keep my judgments and do them.
Go ahead.
And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God.
Go ahead.
I will also save you from all your uncleanness. And I will call for the corn, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you.
He's going to give us the fat of the world.
Right.
The fat of the world going to belong to us in righteousness. Okay, ain't going to be no more famine.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen.
We're not going to get none of this famine of the truth. We're not going to get famine of food. We're not going to get famine of our true kingdomship. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where we belong, being the rightful rulers of this earth. Right. There ain't going to be no more of that famine, because a lot of people can't see it. A lot of people look at us and they still look at us as niggas and spicks and wetbacks. Right. They're not thinking we the children of the Lord. And that's why they're going to be for a rude awakening. They're going to be astonished and pricked to the heart.
You think you scoffing now? Wait till all hell break loose.
Let's close it out with Matthew 5 and 8. We opened up with H.O.I. in the Gospels, and we're going to close it with the Gospels.
Come on, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh.
So blessed are the pure in the spirit, the pure in mind, for they shall see Yahweh. Now, are we pure in mind right now? No, we're perfecting it. Right. We're rehearsing the righteous acts, Judges 5 and 11.
Right.
We're rehearsing it. So we're eventually going to get it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And when you read the rest of that, those are blessed of everything. Blessed are the poor in the spirit, for their kingdom, theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So all of that is the blessings of the righteous of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that concludes the lesson. The lesson, once again, the prize is the kingdom, the mind is the battlefield. That's what it is. You know, so all praise our Lord for the Most High. Shah, Kadash, Sharach. We're going to blow the shofar, stand face the east again, and close out with these prayers. Matter of fact, nah, let me get your oil.
Oh.
Tell the dogs, like, do the Psalms 136 real quick, then the anointing prayer, and the food and drink. So y'all repeat after, after every time I say, and His mercy endure forever. Y'all say, Ka halal Yahweh. Ka. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for He is good, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, God of gods, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, Lord of lords, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him who alone doeth great wonders, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him that by wisdom made the heavens, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him that stretched out the earth above the waters, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him that made great lights, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
The sun to rule by day, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
The moon and stars to rule by night, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him that smote Egypt and their firstborn, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And brought out Israel from among them, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
With a strong hand and with a stretched out arm, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him which divided the Red Sea into parts, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And made Israel to pass through the midst of it, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
But overthrew Pharaoh and his host in the Red Sea, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him which led His people through the wilderness, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
To Him which smote great kings, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And slew famous kings, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Sihon, king of the Amorites, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And Og, the king of Bashan, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And gave their land for an heritage, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Even an heritage unto Israel, His servant, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Who remembered us in our low estate, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
And have redeemed us from our enemies, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Who giveth food to all flesh, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, power of heaven, for His mercy endureth forever.
Kahala Yahweh.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Kalaya.
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 Amen.
Amen.
Dear Heavenly Abba Yahweh, we come before you at this moment in time to give you all honor, praise, and glory to your mighty, terrible, and holy name, to say Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Thawadah Yahweh for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the past, the present, the future, and allowing us to see another new moon, another new month, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh, with the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and not only what's here, but around the four corners of the earth, for all the brothers and sisters that's congregating, whether they in the physical or in the spiritual, Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We pray that you bring in new endeavors, a new season of blessings amongst your chosen and your elect, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We pray that you continue to bring new strength, new knowledge, new wisdom, new understanding to those that are without, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh, those that are enduring and keeping the faith and keeping your commandments to the best of their ability. We also pray, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh, for all the brothers and sisters that's going through something right now, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. We pray that you comfort us all in our times of need, in our times of depression and being at a lower state. Oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh, continue to heal the sick and strengthen the weak, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We also pray that all Yashala have a blessed, safe, and beautiful new moon, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We pray that you cleanse all the food and drink in the blood of Yahweh Shah, and forgive us if there's anything unclean that we shouldn't be eating that we don't know about, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We also pray at this moment in time that you continue to bring forth judgment upon all the heathen and all those that hate and despise you and your children, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh. May you continue to bring forth judgment upon all of them and continue to unfold these prophecies, oh Heavenly Abba Yahweh, so we may get out of here sooner than later. And we pray at this moment in time that you continue to get all the praise, honor, and glory forever and ever to your mighty, terrible, and holy name, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. With that, we say we love you, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh.
Love you.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Kalaya.
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 Amen.
Amen.
We're going to do just anointing prayer real quick. And that's it. All right. So y'all praying in your subconscious. Y'all don't have to repeat. We can say it. You know what I'm saying? You want to come up here?
Yeah,
come up here. And y'all repeat after me, but y'all praying in your subconscious. When we go to y'all say y'all name 3 times. 1, and we say it, and you say it, and we say it, and you say it 3 times. And that's it. But y'all praying in your subconscious. Don't repeat what we're saying. Only us. All right. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wa Yashamaraka.
Wa Yashamaraka.
Ya Yahweh.
Ya Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wa Yachanka.
Wa Yachanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yasha Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wa Yashamlaka.
Wa Yashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Barakupah.
Barakupah.
Yahweh Yah. Yahweh Yah. Yahweh Yah. Kamisha. Kamisha. Kamisha.
Harmawati.
Hamawatan.
Harmawati.
Hamawatan.
Harmawati.
Hamawatan.
Anwasapah. Anwasapah.
Amawan Sapah.
Anwasapah.
Amawan Sapah.
Anwasapah.
Amawan Sapah. Amath Pagai.
Amath Pagai.
Amath Pagai.
Amath Pagai.
Amath Pagai.
Amath Pagai.
Oh Yashala.
Oh Yashala.
Oh Yashala.
Oh Yashala.
Oh Yashala.
Oh Yashala.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Thawadah Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Kalaya.
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 Amen.
Amen.
Eat, drink, and let's be merry. Hey, if y'all online, if y'all in Middle Georgia, the surrounding areas, Savannah, Augusta, Milledgeville, Thompson, Macon, what were you from? Sandersville. all of that, we outside, man.
Right.
Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with us. We're gonna have the emails. The email is HOI@Augusta@gmail. HOI@Augusta@gmail. Reach out to us and let's build this ministry up, Israel. Let's build this ministry up.
Right.
And y'all already know House of Israel Atlanta @gmail. If y'all on that side of Georgia, hit the brothers up, man.
Right.
Let's do this work. Call me a shot. Yeah.
Praises.
No, let him press that out, cause
Finish.
you got to put that never delete, cause there's a delete for 30 days after 30 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you press finish and